ain't me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. 180! 82!
Wentz now on first down. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is taken around the 12. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the 1st down in the process. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank. It doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Going to 54.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
On a jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. Running with Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Go. 180. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. 5'9". 55.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cowboys.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Wentz to throw again. throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Cody Latimer, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Wentz. And he's got Moncrief. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. Wentz now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Throwing is Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 57. 55. 55.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Check right. Watch 55. Got one. I got here. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Forward, Tokyo. Rep. Bravo.
Now, Wentz again. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Defense, let's go.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Elliott. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Kill. Watch the ship. Hey.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. With that run, double-check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, no, it takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott down. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The kick by Maher is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
55's Mike. 46 down, man. 5-4. Hey, exit. 55, Mike 55. I'm coming. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the pass. Mike 55. Check, 55, Mike. Push him back.
Here's Wentz to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Maher on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check, 55 to Mike. Hey, 7.
To throw is Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. On 2nd down, it's Elliott.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Going to 53.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Prescott to throw this time. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is Elliott. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. Marr able to put this one through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, watch that. Check.
A final shot before half for Wentz.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennial.